It was almost a year ago when shots rang out after a football game at Academy Park High in Sharon Hill. When it was over, 8-year-old Fanta Bility had been shot. The investigation later determined that the bullets that killed her came from police who had responded to the scene and not the teens involved in the initial shooting.
All we just want is transparency and due diligence. We're exhausted. We're tired, and we lost an 8-year-old.
A Mississippi man is facing charges after he was accused of trying to run over a group of black teens riding their bike. A white driver that is identified as Mark Hall posted a video of himself on social media using racial slurs while speeding towards a group of black teens. The family of the 8-year-old girl that was fatally shot by police last year is expressing a outrage over the release of the heavy redacted report on their daughter's shooting in Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania suburbs.
Tonight, a long-awaited independent report into the shooting death of 8-year-old Fanta Bility. That report heavily redacted. Tonight, the little girl's family and community leaders are calling for the release of the full report. Endangerment. When did you determine that the fatal bullet was from an officer's gun?
We initially determined back in, I think, the September time frame, we're now sure beyond a reasonable doubt, that the officer not only killed Fanta Bility, but they also wounded 3 other young people.
Bility was killed last summer after 2 teens exchanged gunfire at the end of a football game. Prosecutors say the 3 responding officers saw a vehicle heading toward them that they mistakenly believed was involved in the shooting. They fired 25 rounds, striking the car and 4 people in the area.
They returned fire at the wrong target, in the wrong direction, and into a group of people. That's what they're being held accountable for.
So the family of 8-year-old Fenty is upset, and they have a right to be. So the highly anticipated report, which outlines the findings of the independent investigation into the police policies and procedures into the shooting of Fenty, the findings and the recommendation they give to the family, the city council give to the family, but they redact all the important information. And we know that the city council is going to do whatever they can to protect their own, right? As I always told you, the law enforcement, the mayor, the city councils, and sometimes even the governor, they are going to do whatever they can to protect these long, frivolous investigations. And we know they're going to say, oh, well, we can't release the information because it hasn't gone to court yet. Well, if you can't release it, why would you give them a report and you redact everything? We already know that y'all have a problem with transparency. We already know that y'all always trying to cover up for y'all own. When they started out the investigation, they started out wrong because they charged these 2 young men for the shooting of their officers. We already know that they did not follow policies and procedures. They shot into a moving vehicle 25 rounds. 25 rounds. So make it make sense. If you're not going to be transparency with with this family, don't give them a report. We already know that y'all snakes in the grass. We already know that y'all don't give a damn about black lives.
She tells me simple assault charges and more are coming. We're exuberant that they've included the crime of hate because there will be another body of persons to investigate it and to make sure that he comes to justice like he should be. Parents tell me it happened here on Cooper Street on Sunday. They filed charges against this man, Mark Hall of Ripley. He was booked into the Tippah County Jail Tuesday on 9 counts of simple assault and attempt of physical menace to create fear. I went to his house, but no one was home. Clarence Holmes' son was one of the kids on the bikes.
He could have hurt those guys. He could have killed somebody or anything. But he didn't have no regard for those the black lives that was out there.
Willie Hall's son was also among the children in the video.
We're living in a time that's supposed to be advanced. We're supposed to be a progressive people, but we're still dealing with the same things that we were dealing with back when my grandparents and my great.
Royals. This is disgusting. I'm still trying to figure out why he even got out on a bond. Because he's a danger to society. And hopefully they will add the hate crime charges and he will be put away behind a cage where he belongs for some time. This is just evilness. It's nothing but evilness. And he deserves to be in a cage. It's just simply as that. Meet me below in the comments and let me know what you think of this story and the other story that I covered on the 8-year-old girl. My black and brown skin people and everyone else, please remember, stay up, never down. Until we meet again, may God bless.